Good day, class. Our lesson for today will be about ICT as platform for change. For our lesson objectives, at the end of our discussion, you should be able to be aware of the importance of ICT's contribution in our lives way back and syempre up until now. So we will be discussing ICT as a medium for advocacy and also of course the power of social media. So this social media has helped improve communication when we Filipinos needed it the most, lalo na nung nagka-pandemic. Okay, so for our first question, does the Philippines we know today become what she is without ICT? So magiging ganito ba ang Pilipinas nang wala ang presensya ng ICT? So what do you think? Of course, no. Kasi kaya naman talaga nagkaroon ng pagbabago dito sa atin ay dahil sa teknolohiya. Because everything that we have today, a major reason for that is because of the advancement in technology. So kung mapapansin nyo, it even affects the values and also perspectives of its citizens, as well as the processes available in our country and not just the Philippines, diba, but globally. So for our next question, for a moment, imagine the internet has disappeared and will never come back. What do you think will happen? Of course, we will lose our connection with the world and the processes will slow down. So it will greatly affect every little task that we do in our daily lives. However, unconsciously, we will still learn certain values and skills as we try to navigate into the world without the internet. So we will give more importance on the time that we spend with our loved ones since communicating with them will not always be available. So another thing, we will find ways of accomplishing things on our own capabilities without relying on the internet, such as researching, exploring, and analyzing. So hindi naman lahat ay negative ang magiging epekto. Okay, following with that is ICT as medium for advocacy. So we have here four important words: advocacy, awareness, medium, and social power. So these words are interconnected. So what do you mean by advocacy? Okay, so when we say advocacy, it is about helping you to speak up for yourself, for your family, friends, or community. So to make sure that the views, needs, and opinions are heard and understood. So in short, it aims to influence decisions by gathering support from different individuals. So pinaglalaban mo kung ano yung mahalaga or nagmamatter sa'yo bilang tao. Okay, and then next we have awareness. So awareness or raising awareness. So this is to inform and also educate people about a topic or issue with the intention of influencing their point of view, like their attitudes, behavior, and beliefs towards the achievement of a defined purpose or goal. So if there is an advocacy which main purpose is the awareness of the people into societal issues, so there needs to be a medium or platform wherein significant information can be disseminated and reach the people. So this will be addressed effectively if there is social power, wherein the collective opinions and beliefs of the people will be the reason for its solution. So possible at malaki ang chance na yung advocacy mo ay maging successful. Now, following with that is the role of ICT in recent history. So, throughout the recent history, the Philippines has been one of a few nations that demonstrates unity or pagkakaisa. Okay, unity for a call to action or social change. So, yung mga nangyayari sa history natin before, ilan doon ay hindi magiging successful if it were not for ICT. So, these campaigns for social change would not have been successful if it were not for ICT. So, now, what are those important events? Okay, so we have 4 events. Okay, let's start. First off is the People Power Revolution or EDSA PPP. So People Power 1 lasted from 1983 to 1986. So a major protest took place along EDSA involving 2 million Filipinos from different sectors. So these included civilians, political parties, the military, and religious groups. So during those times, the president pa was si Ferdinand Marcos. And the Filipino people ay talagang hindi gusto ang pamumuno niya. So most especially due to President Marcos had imposed martial law on the nation. Okay, so paano nagkaroon ng pag-aalsa or revolusyon? So ito ay dahil sa pamumuno ni Cardinal Sin or Cardinal Jaime Sin. Okay, so what was the medium used during that time? So to encourage the Filipinos to help end the regime of President Marcos, it was Radio Veritas. Unlike today, uso pa talaga ang radyo noon. So Radio Veritas, it aims to inform, form and educate the community by broadcasting Christian contents. So tawag nila dito ay ang radyo ng simbahan or pwede ring radyo totoo or kapanalig community. So, veritas is a Latin word which means the truth or word of the truth. So, using the medium, which was the Radio Veritas, the radio broadcast helped change the course of history. So, without this platform, the Filipinos would not have been moved into action. Okay, so during EDSA 1 or the People Power Revolution, it was the Radio Veritas. So again, the medium used was Radio Veritas. So following with that is EDSA 2. Okay, this is also known as the 2001 EDSA Revolution, which happened during January 17 to 21, 2001. So who was the president? Okay, so the second EDSA revolution was a political protest that overthrew the government of Joseph Estrada. Okay, the 13th president of the Philippines. So, anong reason ng pagpapatalsik sa kanya? Because of corruption. Okay, so EDSA People Power 2, as it came to be known, was a series of protests against the former President Joseph Estrada, who was then facing plunder charges. So the protests eventually triggered Estrada's downfall and paved the way for Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, so his vice president, to enter the political scene. Okay, so dahil sa iba't ibang criminal case, so like Sugal, most especially Weteng, and yung corruption, kaya nagkaisa ang mga tao. So what was the ICT medium used that time? So it was the text messaging. So as a result, the crowd in EDSA grew over the course of a few days through text brigades. Okay, again, it was text messaging or text brigades. So before, uso pa yung mga, if you can still remember, GM or group messages. So yung isang kind of message marireceive ng madaming tao or lahat ng nasa contacts mo. Okay, so like the first People Power Revolution, EDSA 2 would not have been successful without the Text Brigades. Next naman is the Million People March. So this is a series of protests that mainly took place in Luneta Park from August 22 to 26, 2013. So the case naman with this ay yung mga taxes na ibinabayad ng mga workers ay napupunta sa mga ghost project na pinopropose ng mga nasa government. So dito, bibigyan ng fund yung isang project pero the truth is wala naman talagang gagawin sa pera kundi ibubulsa lang. Ayan, so kindly read yung nasa screen. Okay, so this happened mainly because of Janet Napoles. So ang tawag sa pera na designated for a certain project is a PDAF or PDAF. Ito yung Priority Development Assistance Fund. Since nagkaroon ng hearing, maraming evidences na siya ang tinutukoy at inilaglag na siya ng mismong alalay niya. Syempre, wala na talaga siyang kawala. So, the medium or platform that was used ay Facebook and also Change.org. So dito, the organizers and also promoters of this event, they used Facebook and also Change.org as their medium. Okay, so looking at this, so how much do you think is the total attendees of this event? So di ba tinawag siya na Million People March? So, ilan kaya yung attendees ng event na to? Okay, it was. So, the number of total attendees was only around 400,000. But despite that, it was still considered a success and clearly demonstrated how powerful social media campaigns are. So even nowadays, lalo na nung kasagsagan ng pandemic, sandigan ng halos lahat ay ang social media sites. Okay, following with that is the Typhoon Yolanda. So, internationally, it was Typhoon Haiyan. But in the Philippines, it was called as Super Typhoon Yolanda. So, Typhoon Yolanda was the one which caused devastating damage throughout much of the islands of Leyte, where cities and towns were largely destroyed. So, by that time, okay, so the NDRRMC confirmed 6,300 fatalities across the country. So, yung mga panahon na yan, marami ang nasalanta, marami ang naghahanap ng mga kapamilya na nawala. So, this gave birth to the People Finder database powered by Google. So again, during Typhoon Yolanda, the People Finder was a vital tool for people not just in the Philippines but across the globe to track the situation of their relatives. So this is how it looks. Okay, so this application proved to be successful and is now, it is still working to help people track relatives during calamities. Okay, so again, during Typhoon Yolanda, it was the Google Person Finder. It was their medium. Okay, so we're done with the recent history. So again, what are the 4 major events? Okay, so mamaya sasagutin nyo yan kung ano yung 4 na major events and ano yung mga medium na ginamit para maging successful yung mga events na yan. Okay, so now let's tackle Change.org website. So, if you were given a chance to change something in this world to become a better place, what would it be? Okay, so later, sasagutin nyo yan. Okay, so before, yung mga petitions were only done through signing a paper. So, nangangalap ka ng mga pirma ng mga tao. So, masyadong matrabaho at kailangan talaga ng effort para makakuha ka ng madaming pirma or support. But now, meron na tayong online petition. Okay, so Change.org gives access to more people by allowing the online community to affix their digital signatures on a petition. So with change.org, there are options. So you can sign petitions from other people, or you may also create your own petition. Okay, so change.org is an online petition platform that allows the online community to create or sign a petition. So gagawin mo lang for beginners, so read the petition description to see if that petition matters to you. So if yes, sign the petition by filling up the necessary information. So una, you have to visit change.org website, and then you have to sign up with pwedeng Facebook or Google. So, ayan. Then, yung next, we have on the menu sa upper part, you have to select Browse. So, under Discover Petition, so select lang Popular and find any petitions regarding, for example, saving our Mother Earth. So, once you see something similar with that, so kung nagmamatter yan sa'yo, pwede mong i-click yung petition, read about it, and then click for the next step. So the website will ask you to pwedeng donate some amount, but of course, you'll choose another option, which is, so no, I'll share instead. And then find the section where you can type the reason why that particular petition matters to you the most. Okay, so afterwards, sign the petition by clicking the red button. And then share it on your Facebook to promote it, and also to give awareness to other people. Okay, that's it. So for your activity, so you have to visit change.org website using your phone. Okay, so punta lang kayo sa change.org, and then pili kayo ng mga petition na gusto nyong suportahan. Okay, so once na meron na kayong napili, so you have to sign the petition and then share that petition on Facebook to promote it. Okay, yung hihingin ko ay yung pinaka screenshot na na-share na siya sa Facebook. Okay, that's it. So, explore nyo lang si change.org website para mas maging familiar kayo sa kanya. Okay, kung medyo nalilito, follow this steps provided sa magkakasunod na slide para meron kayong guide. Okay, that's it. So, thank you for listening. Goodbye and God bless.